Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, happy Friday. Good morning to another market open stream. Today, I'm going to be talking about how a Bitcoin rally may be imminent right around the corner due to a new double shakeout pattern identified. And I'm going to show you guys, going back all the way, I don't know, several years at least, we have seen this double shakeout pattern, and we're seeing again. Does that mean that we're going to get that terrific leg up soon? Well, let's discuss that, and let's discuss what else is going on in the world of crypto and world of U.S. markets, I guess. So, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell. Get notified all my streams, follow me on social media, check out CryptosRUs.com, and follow the brand new CryptosRUs Clips channel. Good morning, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm wearing a green shirt rather than a red shirt. A lot of you guys noticed that yesterday, and that was intentional. But things are looking better today. U.S. markets again in a green. Yesterday was deep in a green, very, very green, but had no effect on Bitcoin and certainly did not affect altcoins. I did a whole stream last night about the Bitcoin dominance rising, and I was very similar to previous times like in 2021 and before when fear was really high. People were liquidating all of their altcoins. BTC Dominance was going up, but then it flipped. And I think that still could be around the corner. So that's why I had a whole stream about it. Make sure you watch it if you didn't. But this morning, things are looking green once again. So U.S. markets look like they want to continue their rally after having 7 consecutive down weeks. Now, for Bitcoin, we're in the 8th consecutive down week. We have not seen any movement. And there's 2 big events happening today. The options expirations, which I believe already happened, and then there's a futures one that will happen in about 3 hours. And these events are always big every single month, last Friday of every month. So we could definitely see that cap lifted after expirations is over. But what's encouraging this morning is the fact that Bitcoin dominance started coming down again. So we got a little, just slight breather, meaning some of the altcoins that have been oversold, very, 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 very oversold, getting a little bit of relief rally. And that's probably because a lot of you guys are taking advantage of the dip. That's what you're supposed to do. You take advantage when things are low, and the altcoins have been selling off tremendously. Like Ethereum was below 1,700 yesterday for really no reason, but I did find something that kind of contributes to it. And many fantastic projects just really, really oversold. And bottom line is, whenever there is a lot of fear out there and people are panicking, people don't know what to do, they tend to gravitate to what they know, and that's Bitcoin, and everything else gets sold off. That's why I've been advising to have a good amount of Bitcoin in everyone's portfolio, at least 50%, for that stability, for that strength. And it's the one asset you don't have to worry about that you could literally hold forever. With altcoins, you still have to pay attention. With Bitcoin, you hold it and you forget it. It's really that simple. All right, so what else is going on today? Well, this is encouraging. So there was a new report that came out today measuring inflation, and this one came in below expectation. Okay, so this was the Consumer Expenditures Price Index. This is basically measuring prices of goods and services, and it was at 5.2%, and now it has dropped to 4.9%. Or, excuse me, it was supposed to come in at 5.2%, but it came in at 4.9%. So it came in about 0.3% lower. So again, this could be a sign that inflation is peaking. Okay? So based on the Fed minutes yesterday, it was confirmed that the next FOMC meeting coming in June and the next one after that in July, both will increase the federal fund rate by 50 basis point, half percentage. So that's 1%. That's already a lock. Okay, but now afterwards, there's nothing set. They could keep increasing or they could stop based on inflation, right? So CPI number from March to April dropped. This one, consumer expenditures index, also dropped, right? So it'll be interesting if it continues to drop. Well, maybe the Fed won't be as hawkish anymore, and that would be good for everyone, right? But going into this week, of course, this is Memorial Weekend. A lot of people are looking to get out of the house and go somewhere. But unfortunately, gas prices is nearing $5 in the U.S. And I know a lot of you guys are not in the U.S. and you're like, what are you guys complaining about, you Americans? We're at like $8 or $10 or $12 a gallon where we are. And I don't know how anyone goes anywhere with like $12 a gallon. But in the U.S., $5 a gallon is a big deal, right? And of course, this is due to inflation and due to what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. I mean, a whole lot of stuff that's happening. But maybe this is why people are moving to EV, because they don't want to pay high gas prices. All right, so there's that. What else is going on? Well, I saw this. $389 million worth of liquidations. Worth noting that ETH was the most liquidated crypto due to the price drop below 1,800. That could explain why Ethereum had such a huge drop yesterday. It was like 11%, and I haven't seen Ethereum drop that much in a very long time. It was neck and neck with Bitcoin for a long time. But now it seems like this may be the reason. There's too many people that has set their longs, and they're all being liquidated. And again, it compounds, right? It doesn't just wreck the people who got liquidated. It wrecks everyone because you have a tremendous amount of sell pressure. And the lower the price goes, the more people get liquidated, and it's a cascading effect. So this could be the reason why so many altcoins have sold off so much and started escalating within the last week or so because of all the liquidations. That would not surprise me. That's 8:30. That's the best morning opening bell in the industry. All right, so yeah, so there's that. It's not good. It's not good to be liquidated. It's not good for anyone. It's not good for the entire market either. So hopefully people learn from this and stop doing it. All right, now what about this double shakeout pattern? Well, interesting enough, several people started tweeting about this. Well, this one is going back to 2020, okay? Of course, we had that COVID crash. There's a lot of similarities between what we're seeing now and the COVID crash. So in the COVID crash, a lot of you guys experienced that. Maybe some of you guys didn't. But we first fell down hard to 3,800, okay? Keep in mind, Bitcoin fell down to 3,800. And then it seemed like it recovered a little bit. But then, no, boom, another shakeout down. And the second time wasn't nearly as bad, but it was still like dropped to like 41, 4,200. But still, okay, it did so. And a second shakeout is usually the whale's attempts to drive everyone again out. Because, after a first shakeout, many people are probably, still trying to reel from that or recover from that. And then you have a second one, and then people just can't take it, and really it just drives people out. And the whales love doing this because they want people out. They want people to sell their Bitcoin to them at a low, low price. Pennies on the dollar, basically. Okay? And then, of course, Bitcoin continued to rally and never look back. That is exactly what just happened recently, right? We fell down to 25,000. Then we had that little down wick again to like 28,000. So we had that second shakeout. So can we be ready for the next leg up? Well, someone else then tweeted this. And you could see this goes back to 2015, 2016, 2017, 2020, and 2021. Every single time Bitcoin goes on a 4+ month rally, guess what happens beforehand? A major dip, a major shakeout, and then you have a second shakeout before you have that 4-month run. every single time. I just showed you guys about 2020, the COVID crash. We saw it happen, right? But look at 2017. Happened in 2015. Happened 2016. Happened 2021. Happened every single time before Bitcoin goes on a tremendous 4-month rally. The whales want to drive people out. They want to get everyone gone. They want to basically fear everyone out of their life-changing wealth, right? So this is an interesting new pattern. I haven't noticed this before, but now that you paint it like this, well, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. So can we be getting ready for that next rally, the next leg up, or at least some kind of major recovery, relief rally? Yeah, I would say so. All of these metrics and all these models that I've been showing you guys, every single one is pointing to how we are at a low, just like 2020's COVID crash. The number of holders are staying strong, but the number of retail investors have basically disappeared. They're gone, right? Everything that's measuring over sold levels like RSI and you look at Bollinger Band, you look at whatever, moving averages, everything, right? We have hit that low. You look at algorithmic growth curve, we're at that low. Everything is showing that we're at that bottom of the channel when Bitcoin is about to flip. So can we finally see that now? I'm looking forward to it. And this is another indicator that we are ready for that rally, right? So get ready. Get ready. Well, here's another example. One of those bands that shows you top and bottom, right? And we hit that bottom. We hit a bottom just like all the previous times before. So yeah, get ready. Get ready. All right, and then lastly, there's not a whole lot of stuff going on this morning. More stuff about Terra. It seems like this is an endless thing, but 1 billion from the community pool of UST will be burned. At this point, I don't know what the hell is going to do. Really nothing, but this was something that was voted on before, and then the vote got canceled because the wrong amount of UST was listed. I don't know. Somehow this required a new vote to happen, yet when Do Kwon revised or amended the proposal for Terra 2, somehow when that was amended, it did not require a new vote. Doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. When one change requires a new vote, the other change doesn't require a new vote. But anyways, this is still ongoing. So about a 1 billion UST is going to be burned. 1 billion out of like 12, 13 billion. So it's not going to do a whole lot. But also in terms of Terra 2.0, they keep delaying it. So the airdrop is supposed to be today, but it looks like it's going to happen tomorrow now. So the chain is going to be alive on the 28th, but it was talked about happening today. But yeah, you just have to wait one more day, and then you should be able to get your airdrop, and then we'll see how much the new Luna token is. But yeah, this ongoing saga is still ongoing, and we will see what happens when it gets listed tomorrow. All right, that is pretty much it for this morning. I did ring the bell already. So the market is kind of flat today, but obviously could turn in green once again. And Bitcoin is still holding strong at 29.2. And altcoins, let's see if that dominance could start coming down a little bit. Ever since I talked about it, I started seeing some people chart it like BTC Fuel. Just so happens, looking at the same thing that I was looking at last night about Bitcoin dominance rising up in 2021 to these levels, like 47%, 48, 47%, right? And we have, just risen to like 46%. So if this is true and you can actually chart Bitcoin dominance, well, it could be a sign of a reversal soon, just like those previous times. So we will see. We will see. All right, let's do some Q&A. How much, George? How much ETH did Vitalik give to Putin? I don't know. I don't know. But Vitalik did mean Putin before, that's for sure. But I don't know how much he gave him, if any at all. This doesn't remind you a lot of 2017, 2018 winter. I'm prepared and ready for it this time. It reminds me of it, but if true, this is a much shorter time frame, and we have hit bottom much faster. If that is the case. But yeah. Pariah, no, I don't. I don't. It's ridiculous how many people come on to the show and ask me, oh, are you ready to declare the bear market? Are you bearish now? It's like, is that the only reason why you tune in? Because if so, you'll never hear me say it. What's your thoughts on Moon River? All of them took a massive hit, okay? I like Moonbeam better than Moon River. Moon River's for Kusama. I like Moonbeam because it's for Polkadot. But all the L1s, L2s have taken a huge hit recently. Am I watching Top Gun this weekend? I don't plan on it. I was going to watch the new Obi-Wan Kenobi show on Disney. I hear it's going to be really good. What about the interview with Luna where he talked about Armageddon protocol going back to zero? What about it? It already went to zero. So, no, there's no point to talk about that now. What are your thoughts on Loop Ring? I'm not a big fan of Loop Ring. I think they got hyped up too much because of this whole GameStop NFT thing. I think people are making a much bigger deal than it is. I guess it makes sense because all the meme stock guys, got into Loop Ring and Immutable X for the same reasons they got into AMC and GME. So it kind of makes sense. Wouldn't it make more sense to put majority DCA into BTC versus alts? I feel like alts can continue dropping where BTC may have already hit bottom. It's true. I mean, that's a question that there's really no right or wrong answer. If you put in Bitcoin, you could never go wrong DCA into Bitcoin. Never, ever, right? And if you know that it's still early in the bear market or the correction is not over, then of course you don't want to DCA into alts if you could hold out longer and wait for them to drop. But here's the thing. You don't know if that's the case. You don't know if alts are going to drop even more, right? Because I showed you guys, Bitcoin dominance also rose up significantly in 2021, 2 times, to about 48% and a 47%. During those times, alts dropped tremendously too. And it seemed like alts were going to keep dropping until the market came back and all the money flew back into alts again, right? So then you could argue, well, you buy alts when they're low because they can recover very, very quickly and massively, right? So there's no right or wrong answer. I would say if you're just go DCA, just continue to put into the project you believe in, Bitcoin and the projects that you know of, that you know they will survive and succeed. Will Condena replace ETH? No, it won't. It won't. Condena is a fine project, but don't expect it to overtake ETH anytime soon, if ever. LUNC on KuCoin, yeah, they just renamed Luna to Luna Classic now. So yes, it's on KuCoin already. And UST has been renamed to USTC on KuCoin as well. But the new Luna has not been listed yet until tomorrow. So we won't know what it comes out at. $1, $2, $5, $100. Hopefully it comes out $100, but it probably won't. Spread the word. 2,000 stimulus checks needed ASAP. I think we had enough stimulus checks. Right. That is why we're in the position we are with inflation. Too many stimulus checks given out. What about ETH Classic? I would stay away from ETH Classic. Wow, Andrew says we're getting stimulus here in the UK. Can $400 per household? Man, the UK obviously does not care about inflation. Lord Smith says the stimulus check didn't cause inflation. Are you sure about that? $4 trillion being printed out of nowhere, that doesn't cause inflation? I think you need to get your facts straight, man. PETA, thanks for making us all Jordan and spending your time here. You're awesome. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I do what I can to get you guys focused and still stay in the game, because too many people have left over the years. They have missed out on some tremendous opportunities and gains. And I don't want to see you guys miss out on that opportunity going forward. The UK isn't a stimulus, more deduction on energy bills. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Do you think the bottom will be 20K BTC? No, I think 25K is bottom for BTC. I would cross you up and dunk on you. Okay, well. As long as you could dunk, you could basically dunk on anyone. So it's not like it's more special versus any individual. If you could dunk, great. That's a special thing. That's a very, very special thing. Very little people can do. Was the snapshot for Luna already? Yes, it happened already. But the new chain is not going to come out until tomorrow. Naru, I have zero conviction in Luna 2.0. Zero. Why is Luna dead on Binance again? Seems to have dead screen. Because it's being renamed. Ian, it seems like a lot of you guys are still like clueless about what's happening with Luna. I mean, I've been pretty much talking about Luna for like 2 weeks straight. They are being renamed. So Binance is probably delisting Luna so that they could rename it to Luna C. And then they're going to come out the new Luna tomorrow. That's exactly what's happening. KuCoin already did it, so maybe Binance is just behind. But yeah, that's what's happening. What's your opinion on Air Max 97s? Yeah, I don't know much about Air Maxes. I mean, I only got into sneakers recently, but yeah, I'm only concentrating on Jordans, Air Jordans right now. Will Wrap Luna holders be part of Snapshot? You know, Coinbase never answered Luna, I don't think. Do Kwon said he reached out to Coinbase, didn't hear back. So I don't know if Coinbase is going to be participating in this airdrop. Hopefully, because a lot of people bought Luna, Wrap Luna on Coinbase, but I didn't hear about them being one of the exchanges that's supporting it. So I don't know. What's my favorite metaverse buy? It's either Gala or Sandbox. I think between the two. I think they're both fantastic projects. I think they have potential to come back stronger than ever. It's on all other exchanges except Binance. Binance is just, they're behind the curve. Why do you hate the Celtics? They're so likable this year. I don't like it. I don't know. I just don't like the Celtics. I don't like Marcus Smart. I don't like Tatum. I hate Al Horford. Can't stand the guy. I believe options expiration already happened, MT. It's the futures expiration. Before, when I used to cover futures expiration, I remember it was around 11, 11:30. Options expiration is usually very early, right around like 4 or 5 a.m. So I think the one that we're waiting for is the futures expiration to be over. Tiberius, would you ever consider having one of us from the chat on the show for educational purposes? No. No. I don't want to deal with live chat. People are going to be, yeah, I don't want to deal with moderation. It's hard enough to moderate live chat. I don't want to moderate on-air live chat. No. No, thank you. What's up with Luka Doncic? The bottom line is Mavs suck. Luka is the only good guy there. They don't have a second star. So it's impressive enough that he got them where they are, but man, they so desperately need help. They traded Porzingis away because he turned out to be a bum, and they don't have anyone else. They need some more players. Multi, welcome, welcome. Timberwolves. No. UST delisted from major exchanges. Yes, that's happened already. I mean, Dinwiddie and Brown. All right, my internet just cut out for a second. Dinwiddie is okay. He's just a role player. Brunson is a role player, do it. But at times, he looks like he's pretty good, but he's not consistent enough, and he's just too short. You need some big guys. You need someone. I don't know. They have Porzingis again, but I don't know what happened to him. He was jealous or something, and he suffered all these injuries, but they need to get another star. What are your thoughts on ADA long term? Will we ever break 330 again? Yes. You may have to wait a very, very long time, but yes, it will. Right? I said the same thing about Cardano. I've told this story before. I said the same thing about Cardano back in 2018 all the way to 2020. I gave up on Cardano because I thought it could never break 10 cents. It would just hover between 2 cents and 5 cents, 7 cents. It would just do that. It did it for 3 years. I thought it would never amount to anything. It would never complete, and the price will never go up until it did all the way to 310, right? So even though it's below 50 cents now, I think maybe you have to wait years, but it will get to that 310 mark, and then it'll break through it. Clippers, I'm not a fan of Kawhi, and Paul George. Yeah, he's I'm just not a fan of Clippers. Will Link get back to his all-time high in the next few years? Yes, it will. What about Jimmy Butler? I mean, I think he has a big attitude problem. I don't know what happened in the last 2 games. He just disappeared. I don't know what happened to Jimmy, but he's a hardworking guy, but he has a serious attitude problem. He has an authority problem. He always has problems wherever he goes. Every team he joins, he has a problem with someone. And people think that he may be, a bastard child of Jordan, which kind of makes sense too. Zion, when he comes back to the court, he's going to be like weighing 350 pounds, and he's going to get injured again. I don't know what it is with Zion. If if you're a basketball player and you're in the big leagues, you're in the NBA, and you're making tens of millions of dollars a year from it, right? I don't know why you can't get yourself into shape. That to me doesn't make any sense. You have personal trainers around you 24/7, personal chef. You could have all the support you want. Your only job is to stay in shape and to play basketball. That is your profession, right? Yet he continues to pack on the weight. It doesn't make any sense. Like he wants to derail his own future on purpose. Anyways, don't get me started about Zion. One and Vet, are they still good? Yes. And Vet stablecoin, is it good? Yes, because it's not algorithmic. It's actually backed by fiat. Birdie bands. Apparently New Orleans food is good. Well, it's not, $100 million good, because that is what he's about to lose. If he comes back to court next year and he gets another injury, like another foot problem or knee problem, he's done. No one will take a risk on him ever again. He'll be like Greg Oden. He will be out of the league and miss out on hundreds of millions of dollars. So he better be careful about his food selection. Anyways, all right, guys, I'll let you go. Overall, Bitcoin still hovering. After futures expiration, we go see a big rise upwards. Maybe. But I did want to remind you guys that whenever there's a lot of fear, FUD, uncertainty, doubt, right? A lot of people want to panic. That's not what you want to do. You want to stay focused, stay in the game. And what I showed you guys today, I think this is very telling, that every single time before Bitcoin goes on a huge 4-month run, we see 2 shakeouts. One major one, and then a second one that's not as severe. And we have just gone through that once again, right? So I am looking forward to the next 4 months. All right, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I had no stream tonight because it is Friday, but I will try to put out a video sometime this afternoon for you guys. And make sure you follow the new CryptosRUs Clips channel, because there's always new content there every single day. All right, guys, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.